All right, so it is now day 2 of the ranked update, and I wanted to share some of my thoughts as well as how day 1 went for me. So day 1, as you can see, I'm Oracle 5, so I did my placements. That's all I did. I just did my 8 games, so you can see the match history here. It's going to load. I went 6-2, so 6 wins, 2 losses. I guess I'll first share my thoughts about the placement situation. So the first criticism of the update is the fact that, even a turn of 6 players are getting placed back at Oracle 6, and that climbing takes a really long time. Now, climbing, you're basically going to gain 250 points. I did some quick math, and if I win 60% of my games, it will take me almost 300 games to get back to Eternus, winning 60% of my games. So it will certainly be a grind, and I completely understand the criticism. However, I doubt that this will be the case every season. Like, I'm pretty sure that this is probably like hey, this is the first season. We're going to try things and like recalibrate a bunch of people. And a lot of people were complaining that like Eternus players were boosted or whatever. So, if players are truly boosted, they kind of have to recalibrate everyone, I guess. So while it sucks for the first season, I highly doubt that it's going to be like, oh, you have to play, 300 games to get back to Eternus every season if you are an Eternus player. And I think for the large majority, it's not going to matter. About placements is I've seen a lot of people that basically will place an Oracle. If you were like Ascendant or Eternus previously, you pretty much guaranteed place an Oracle from what I've seen. So I've basically only seen people place like Oracle 3, 4, 5, or 6 if they were Ascendant. All my Eternus 6 friends have placed Oracle 5 or Oracle 6. Only a few people have placed Oracle 6 though. It's pretty rare. And the people that have placed Oracle 6, from my perspective, have gone like 7-1 or 8-0 or something like that. But yeah, as far as like the ranking up, like getting the points, so if you win streak, the max win streak you can get is a 10 win streak. And if you get a 10 win streak, you get plus 75 compared to your usual. So usually you get 250 for winning, right? But if you have a 10 win streak, you get 325 for winning. And then there's like less win streaks that can give you, I think, 25 points and 50 points more. And the win streaks don't give you that much. So it's not like win streaks are going to like, slingshot you really, really far. Now, my thoughts about the whole overall like rank thing is I'm really glad that they added like a comprehensive rank system that is very transparent. This is exactly what I wanted, right? I wanted a system that is transparent about how close you are to your next rank, how long it's going to take you to get there, where you're at right now. And this system does exactly that. Now, there shouldn't be any more like posts that I have to read that are like, oh, I won 2 games, ranked up, or I won like 5 games, I ranked up once, I lost 1 game, and I immediately ranked down, right? Those shouldn't be a thing anymore because now it's transparent. So I love that. When it comes to the requirements of the win requirements and the hero requirements, I think that these do a good job of addressing potential smurfs, because now if you want to smurf in ranked, I mean, you technically can, but it's going to take you a really long time to unlock ranked. So by the time you unlock ranked, as well as unlocking heroes, right? Because you need 15 wins on any specific hero, and you need 3 heroes to have those wins. And on top of that, you need, 60 wins total? Basically, by the time that you unlock all of those things, if you truly are a smurf, hopefully your unranked MMR should have been calibrated to the point where you're not really going to be able to like smurf on the ranks, and it's going to place you, towards the top if possible. So I think that these requirements are really good. I understand a lot of people probably don't fulfill these requirements yet. So people might feel like they're harsh, and they are kind of harsh, right? Like 15 wins is a lot. Like it could be 10 wins. But at the same time, like if they're going to make ranked, I think that they want ranked to be like an environment where people are competitive, people take it seriously, and also you can expect your teammates to have some level of competency on the heroes that they're picking. And I think less than 15 wins on a hero in a game like Deadlock is like you probably suck at the hero. It just is what it is. So you're definitely not ready to take that hero into ranked. So I think that this is really cool. I guess I can share my thoughts on the badges themselves. So I think a lot of the badges are awesome. Unfortunately, we did lose the goat badge, but we got brick, which is kind of like goated. Initiate brick is awesome. The frog rank is cool. Like I think the badge designs are really cool. I haven't seen the rank up music yet, but I saw it on Twitter. The music is awesome. And I think the new like top ranks look really, really cool. Like they're definitely, I like the fact that they kind of like, went with a more standard, like they kept the original naming for a lot of the ranks, but then they added like silver, gold, plat, diamond below them, so that they're more like a standard ranked experience, and like people can easily tell like, oh, Oracle's diamond. Okay, that's something that people can understand more easily. But the Phantom, Ascendant, and Eternus, they kept them, and they look really, really dope. So I'm a big fan of those. Now, the last thing about the whole ranked is the ability to switch characters, right? So when you get in a game, like let's say that I'm going to go spectate a game, whatever game it is. Once you get in a game, you do have the ability to swap characters, right? Okay, so there's been a lot of complaints on Twitter, especially from high rank players about like, oh, ranked is like, I don't know, like why didn't they include draft, right? Like why would they not include draft? It doesn't make any sense. Like, this solution is worse, blah, blah, blah. And at first, I was kind of on team draft as well. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, okay, is draft like, are your teammates really going to draft better comps than what the matchmaking is giving you? And I think for high Eternus players, yes, maybe you'll get more like meta heroes and it'll feel more fair for very high Eternus players. But I think for the large majority of the player base, draft would have just resulted in worse comps most of the time. And when I told people like, hey, draft is not going to give you better comps, usually people's main response then was like, okay, I don't care if draft is going to give me better comps or not. I just want the feeling that I'm in control of my destiny. So they want agency. And I can totally relate to that. I think like getting to control how you feel about the game and getting to adjust to the situation, that makes a lot of sense. And so the solution that Valve did, in my opinion, is kind of the best of both worlds, because they still try to build a comp, but you know, at the end of the day, it's like you still get a little bit of a choice, right? So if you don't like your hero against the enemy comp or with your team comp and you think the matchmaker did a poor job, you have the option of switching. You have that option, but you also keep the privilege of being able to play the character that you queue as most of the time. Right? Like every single game yesterday, I got Mina or Lash. Sorry, I got Billy one time, but you know, regardless. And I was able to swap if I didn't think it was good, right? And one or two games, I got Lash. I didn't like it. I swapped to Mina. I think it's a like better system than draft is, and I'm glad that they didn't go with draft yet. Now, to all the draft like people that are criticizing it, like I understand the draft will probably come eventually, especially when we get more heroes and as the game develops. I just don't think that the game was ready for draft right now, and I'm really glad that they didn't go for it. TLDR, my take on the patch. So far, it's been fun. The match quality, I guess, is the last thing to touch on. The match quality is going to be all over the place for the next week. So I've seen a lot of people say it's better. I've seen a lot of people say it's worse. The reality is, while people place, it's going to be probably worse, especially for Eternus players. But let me know how your match experience has been. I'm not too worried about the match experience being worse in the short term. The first week or two is going to suck as everybody like kind of recalibrates. And then after that, it should, you know, hopefully be better. One thing that is nice is that in the games, like everybody's trying. You no longer have like this mix of like half players trying to having fun, half players that are trying. Everyone is trying. So, you know, I really like it. Yeah, I'm excited to see what's going to happen in the future, and excited to see like how I like this update in the next couple of weeks. But those are my thoughts kind of like on day 2, beginning of the update. And we'll see how I feel after I queue more.